Welcome to the Complete Human Television Show. Well, I believe the program is getting exciting. You are getting much educated, and we are bringing out a lot of issues which are affecting homes, families, things that are affecting our children, the things that are affecting our youth. You know, you'll be amazed to know the sort of things our girls and our boys are going through. Those in their teens, the 12 teens and the early 20s, and even girls and boys at the age of 10 and 9. You'll be surprised to know the sort of problems, the issues, what they are confronted with. And I believe as this show keeps rolling, we will let a lot of issues and a lot of the problems and the solutions be known to you. So they make no. So complete my jumedi no. They go so tre border road nyoma ha mofra mpanifo nkokra ne mrewa ha obi a no. Ye ka ho nsem obi beka se nsensemi a ye kan ni de ebi wo ha se bi o mpanifo nko ade a enye mpanifo nko a se bi mrewa ne nkokra nkola nyina no eka ho enema ni bi wo ha ye kira abe na kola kitikiti kra pa bi a owo be se mfi nkru ana se owo ifi du ba ko kopem du nwotwe ho no na abayiwa abemuwa a wonyini se onokra wo hu bibi da no na nsem bebre fa nani so na fi kra so behe no ye kan nsem a ye keken behe ne bi a akokra panimu a wadi be se mfi aduokron na oba na memuwa ne mrantie how no no so was how ni bi. So I believe the show is helping everyone and it's also helping me too. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
CPF Women's Lab yebusu ekakai mo ese oba bia white anase odepo eha no bra Ntiamoah oba ma wonso jonso ya ewo wo so anase oni oba hia wo mu ha bebre no awo na ya opena anase wo nufo mu ha bebre eno nso uba CPF Women's Lab ha ye wo emoa edema se what hepatitis B yare no nka yare moa na etima brebo mu kokram na efe nso no ese brebo no kra no CPF Women's Lab hanyenye umoja mu hwehwe mu hwe se wo bi anase woni bi se wo negative anase wo positive ni ama akwankyere CPF Women's Lab ye woni u Achimota Kingsby.
Welcome back. You are so on a Complete Human Television Show, and this is the program which has liberated our women, not liberating, has liberated our women from health illiteracy, and we are advancing, trying to make some of this information bear to our people. We are still educating. I have so many questions. There's one major question here, but and after I read the question before I bring the solution or before we discuss it, I have a stray message. You might call it strange or stray, a message which was being sent by a gentleman to her partner after she had watched the Complete Human Television Show. It's something which I would want to discuss with you and caution the general public, especially the men, as to how we can all support each other to move this education forward. But before that, get some of the questions we're going to discuss today. This is the question from a gentleman in Ghana. He says that hi Jeremy, that I'm a man of 27 years of age. When I was in secondary school, I was practicing masturbation, and this has greatly affected my sexual health. I'm about to marry, but due to this, I'm losing a lady I have spent almost my entire savings on, into brackets about 900 Ghana cedis. Was spending 900 is economy. Coming this Sunday, my family is heading towards their family to plead on my behalf if she will come back to marry. These are my major problems why I'm losing the lady. 1, my penis is very small, like that of a 16-year-old boy. Is there a machine that will help solve this issue for me? Does its side effect? Does it have side effects? So blah 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 blah. What is the side effect, and will that affect my marriage in the future? I've been experiencing some unpleasant pains around my testes. I have been to hospitals since that time and yet can't find any permanent treatment. More messages are coming from our information department and we'll be answering those questions. During that, I experienced some sort of rashes on my penis, which is still with me. When having sex with my lady, it takes less than 1 minute for me to release sperms, and thereafter my penis is dead. These are my major reasons why a woman I have spent so much money on and the family is willing to leave me without a consideration. Please, is there a remedy for me? Please, your reply to this message is much needed as it might save a life. Please, doctor, I need your response urgently. We're going to answer your question, and I believe that it will be of much help. But before that, I believe if our viewers will remember, we treated a question. There was a question that came up. A lady who went on honeymoon, and when he went in with a guy and they were about to have their own time, the moment she took her undies off, the guy said he had a call, and the guy stepped out and never came back. And the lady confessed that before the marriage she had some foul odor, genital infections and other problems. And I believe that right after the program, a gentleman who watched the show was sending a message to his partner, and I would want to the message was meant for the partner, but I'm sure because it's right after the program, it's he mistakenly sent it to our information department. I'm reading this message with no name, so it means that the person cannot be identified on this platform, but to serve as a caution and to advise the general public, especially our men, that this show is not for profanity, and this show is not to embarrass any woman or to embarrass any partner or to make any woman feel very uncomfortable. It's a lot of effort. We spend a lot to get the whole country and the people beyond educated, and we also expect that our partners, if I say our partners, the men, the women, whoever views this program or watches this program, will try to communicate, educate the household, educate your household, your partner, your friends, instead of making fun and making sarcastic comments and trying to embarrass whoever needs solution. We should use a positive approach to get our people, to change and to seek help. Let me read the message to you so that if you are the kind of guy who has been sending similar messages or saying such kind of awful things to your partner, you put a halt to it, because we seriously frown at such comments. Yeah. Okay. This is the message from the gentleman. Hi. It is time you find solution to the scent or the odor that emanates from your vagina. I always cover my nose when having, let me polish it a bit. It's so rude here. I always cover my nose when making love with you. Look for medicine and treat it. Bye. I believe it's a wrong form of communication. And if you remember, I have spoken on how to identify male genital infection and female genital infection, and how to identify infection in your partner. If your partner has any form of problem, if your partner has, vaginal discharge, if your partner has penile pain, if your partner has lower abdominal problem, if your partner has anything which is quite strange and a bit worrying, and you want to help him or her, use a better approach. Give much respect. Don't use sarcastic words. Don't use rude and very, don't use bad words. And if you tell the lady you cover your nose, you do all these things, how well would she gather the confidence and the courage to even tell you that, please help me to the hospital, or let's go and approach a doctor? And I believe that on this simple note, everyone, all our viewers will respect you a lot, that everyone will be cautious, so that after the education, we'll try to help each other by showing much respect and love. God bless you and thank you. I believe that it has gone, very well with everybody. But coming to the main question of the day, I'd want us to go on a short break. When I come back, we'll go straight and we'll answer that.
CPF Women's Lab, yebusu eka kaimuo. Ese obebi a white anase odepo eha no. Bra Ntiamoah. Obema wonso, jonso ya ewo so, anase oni obehia, uwo mu haw bebre no. Awo na ye opena, anase uwo nufo mu haw bebre. Eno nso uba CPF Women's Lab ha, yewo emwa edema. Se what hepatitis B yare nka. Yare mwa na etima brebo mu kokram, na efe nso no, ese brebo no kra no. Bra CPF Women's Lab hanyenye umoja mu hwehwe mu hwe se wo bi anase woni bi se wo ye negative anase wo ye positive ni ama akwankyere CPF Women's Lab ye woni u Achimota Kingsby.
Welcome back. It was still on a Complete Woman television show. You could see the Complete Woman Jumede, made assembly to Jakakra say abemu edia or here program ni we now they or trouble be kakra text message be the ama about your no ho. I said you can a kind of pass so can no one can ye amananto ya somu na ye no dey brain but em say onyame encha de or dey ba no no ja etofa ho na e dey buy information department na one can ye na make see why say sra obi a oni obi di nkomo efa apomudin eni saa ema ho nyoma ni mema ho nyoma no omfa ni die bebre no enka ho abemu wan say wodi mfie dionu enso a oni wen hu oba bi oba na wo ware no oba be ware no oba no eye jai no amabusuafo krampo no ko akoka na osini ha unyane se otwetwetwe ne be ma no ode ne nsa sanfo ne be ma no na de nti krapa oba no ejai ne se ose ni dua no esua atese ba mu a wadu mfie dunso ede na obusa se yewa fidie bi o ha mema edua eye kese ana ibi so no ana obisa se ayade ebetumi affect na ware na o de toso mi ni no ose onya ya obi ewo ni be ma na edua no mu ene sebe adwe no ne show aba no ose onya ya obi ewo ma man na ya si nyina no ewe no na odi akọ hospital fi 2004 ni nyina no o che den hu mwaye papa bia afesu so no o say say hu se ne be ma na ho no nsoansoa ana sensa bi no ababa ne be ma he sees rashes on his penis na afesu so say oni oba no ehia endumiti ba kokra mpono na ne ho asane na obusa se osi saa nyama we si ntina oba waboka ohu se ode ne last nyina to so be se 900 Ghana cedis sika no 9 million aja aboba no ho ka no busuafo eni oba no ye free ne nsem na osi ohiamoa se nipa hiamoa ya hwe anka ho asema e de oha beba na ye ka saa be me ya osi osanfo ne ho ana so ye masturbation you want some or say Emma na warrior feeling some no messages be bre wo ha yenya efa emema omo complaining say omo dua no ni sua ana face so no omo mimia omo ho yes masturbation no na obi so text messages or text message or there by information department or say doc I'm a boy of 20 years but my penis is like the 10-year oh boy, please help me. They're already 22, sending the 27, sending the 16. They're already 24, sending the 10. You be so more the 9. Now, our age, yeah, I'm the company. Me, I can't say them who. We say them who, say age, and conform me, baby, omunya age, if you're more at home. So, they might make a big mistake. I want all the people who have been complaining that they have small penis. What do they compare it with? What is the yardstick And who are they comparing their penis with? And whose size is a normal size? Let me answer the gentleman's question. First of all, he said my penis is very small, like that of a 16-year-old boy. Someone says 10 years, people are saying 12. I don't know what you might compare whatever with. But he's asking, is there a machine that will help solve this issue